Hello, welcome everyone to our For the Love of Reading Literacy Night here at Cecilia Valley Elementary School. My name is Tammy Riggs and I'm the Library Media Specialist here. And tonight we are going to be having our Scholastic Book Fair going on. Our fabulous PTO has provided a pizza dinner. We have lots of games going on in stations around the building. We have a bookmark making station, a book walk station, and then our big event tonight is going to be our masked reader reveal. So we have been watching videos for the past 5 days. Our students have with a masked reader, and tonight we are going to reveal who those readers are. So they're all excited about that. So we hope you enjoy it.
All right, we'll let the kids continue their craft while we talk with the parents here. How many of you guys like to read to your kids every night? Who reads their kids? Awesome, awesome. So everybody knows that reading is very important for developing language skills. It helps enhance their vocabulary. It helps them with expressive language, being able to ask for things, using complete sentences. I put our little thing up here for us to be able to all share together. Well, maybe it won't. There it goes. As we can see, it helps stimulate brain activity. It helps them learn to focus when you're reading one-on-one. They've got that time with you, just that special moment, and they're more focused usually if there's not other things going on around them. It helps them with problem-solving abilities. It encourages them to think creative and develop their own ideas. You can ask questions while you're reading to help them with learning that back and forth exchange of vocabulary. Not just asking yes or no questions. You can ask them, okay, what do you think is going to happen next in the story? And that helps them build, and you can, if they're small and they maybe aren't talking yet, you can say, oh look, the bear is going to climb the mountain. What do you think he's going to do next? And you can turn the page, you go, oh look, the bear did climb the mountain. So they hear those sentences, the full sentences, rather than just like, oh look, it's a bear, or the bear. Children who read regularly, they perform better in school. It improves their critical thinking skills. Like I said, it creates that emotional connection with whoever is reading with them, and helps them learn to develop positive relationships. Well, we already did the language. And we work on, here in preschool, we work on phonological skills daily, which are learning to listen for letter sounds and letters. We work on rhyming, which helps develop vocabulary skills. We learn to blend the syllables in words, learn to separate the syllables in words so that they hear those individual sounds of each letter. There are things that you can do at home, in the car, whatever, that you don't have to have a device to do. When you're practicing phonological skills, it's more listening and using the vocabulary rather than having a device in front of them that they're just watching all the time. You can use your hands, you can use your feet, stomp, clap, snap, that kind of thing. One very important skill that we're learning now through research is children need to be able to cross the midline. The midline is the center of your body. If they can't cross over their body, they have a much harder time learning to read and to write when they get in kindergarten. So we practice those skills here at preschool as well, outside, in the classroom during movement breaks. You can play it as a game in the car, saying, see if you can touch your toes in your car seat. Have them touch the opposite side, or even reach over and touch the opposite ear on each side. Anything that causes this side of the body, it'll activate the other side of your brain. So when you do both, it helps to learn to activate both sides so that they can work together. When you're out in the store, the first thing most kids learn to read is what we call environmental print. They know what McDonald's looks like. They can't read McDonald's, but they know when they see that arch, that's McDonald's. Or they know Target because they recognize the sign that is Target. So that's what we call environmental print, and that is the reading for most small kids first. When you're in the grocery store, Have them point out, hey, do you see an M on anything on the shelf? Or do you see a T? And they can hunt for letters in the grocery store. They can hunt for letters in Target. Anywhere where you can work on identifying letters, letter sounds. Once they've got letters, move on to letter sounds. Do nursery rhymes. You can make up, if you don't have a book with nursery rhymes in it, you just make up silly nursery rhymes. Or if you know nursery rhymes, a lot of kids nowadays don't know nursery rhymes. I don't know if y'all realize that a lot of kids now don't know, like Hickory Dickory Dock. They don't know Jack and Jill. They don't know Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. They haven't heard those. So we try to expose those nursery rhymes to the kids here. We do a nursery rhyme with our phonological awareness every day. It's actually for a full week. We start out with little bits and pieces of it and build on it as the week goes on, and then at the end of the week we say the whole nursery rhyme. So a lot of them are learning them for the first time. And if you have older kids and they're working on their alphabet, when they get to kindergarten, they want them to say the alphabet, not sing the alphabet. I have put some websites on here, or actually it's not a website, it's a song. If you actually want to play, it helps you because they have changed the sounds of some of the letters. They no longer are like wa or ya. It's woo and ye, because you don't say yellow, you say yellow. So that has changed. Let me think. Like instead of going duh, it's d or g. You kind of cut that sound off, because it kind of confuses kids when they start to write and to start to read. You know, they're pronouncing, trying to read a sight word, and they're saying, you know, wa or ya instead of woo or ye. So, but like I said, when you're reading to your kids, point out the things on the front of a book. Talk about the author. We talk about the author, the illustrator, what they see on the front of a book. And it teaches them to be aware of other, you know, and we'll say, okay, if this says so-and-so, what is she or who, what is he, they know now that it's the author. And we teach reading from left to right. We point as we read so that they realize that print goes from left to right and top to bottom, because we practice moving down to the next line. So when you read to your kids at night, follow along with your finger on the words so that they can get that practice in, being able to isolate each word as you're reading. You can, like I said before, you can ask them questions. Let them predict what's going to happen just by looking at the front of the book. Or if you get a couple of pages in, ask them to tell you what thing's going to happen next. The little plate that we have created for the kids, it has the alphabet. We've done this, I've done this with my class. They absolutely loved it. We went on a letter search in the hallway. So as we walked down the hallway, they would be like, oh look, I found this letter. They may not know that letter, but they can find it and match it on their plate. And we'll say, yes, you found a K. Well, then they bend that letter down so that they know that they found it. You can take this to the grocery store with you. You can take it as you're driving on a car trip. If you stop, you know, for a stop sign, hey, do you see a letter that you find on your letter thing? And they can say the S for stop on the stop sign. So there's lots of ways that you can use this, and they will eventually learn what the names of the letters are. If they don't at first, they pick it up pretty quick. But we just thought this would be a fun little thing that parents could use to work on letters and even letter sounds. So if they find a letter and they know it, you can say, hey, what sound does F make? So then maybe you can start working on the letter sounds once they've mastered identifying those letters.
Hello, my name is Casey Goodman, principal at Cecilia Valley Elementary School. We are hosting our For the Love of Reading Literacy Night tonight. We want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting Cecilia Valley and our amazing book fair. We've got lots of activities tonight. It's very important to us to really make reading fun for the kids, and literacy is so important to us. So we've got lots of activities in store tonight. We're also serving pizza as well. We've got our amazing library media specialist hosting our book fair tonight. And as you see behind me, we've got our book vending machine, and this was donated by the Elizabethtown Noon Rotary Club. We want to thank them for their participation in getting books in our students' hands. Our students will have opportunities to earn these books throughout the school year, and they take special coins that they will earn for their hard work. We want to thank everyone for coming out tonight to the 2025 Literacy Night here at Cecilia Valley. Thank you.
My name is Tara Cobb, and I am with WellCare of Kentucky. We are one of the state's Medicaid providers, Medicaid, of course, being no-cost health coverage that is based on income and household size. I'm here today, set up shop, have some benefit information that we offer our members. Some of the kiddos, for example, there's academic tutoring, reading scholarships. I have some information on dental, a Nike gift card that we have to give away to incentivize folks to take their kiddos to get their well child visit and their annual dental checkup. So I also have some freebies here that I'm giving away to the students and the families, and I'm encouraging everybody to come up to my table and chat with me a little while and see what we have to offer the community, other resource information as well. So I'm looking forward to getting to know some of the members of the community. This is my first time to Cecilia. We like to incentivize our members to just take care of themselves, just like, we want to encourage people to go get their annual physical or their annual dental checkup. Healthier Kentucky means a better Kentucky for everybody, I think, and so that's kind of what I'm doing out here tonight, is getting the word out to show folks what we have to offer and to encourage families to take care of themselves and their kiddos.
Good evening. My name is Becky McGuffin. I'm with the Heartland Adult Education Consortium, and I'm here at Cecilia Valley's Family Literacy Night, just promoting adult education and hoping to find a few people that might need a GED. I'm giving away bookmarks to some of the kids and just hoping to increase family literacy for our area.
Hi, I'm Jessica Winchester. I'm with the Hardin County Public Library. I'm here tonight at Cecilia Valley signing families up for library cards and giving them information about our events going on at our library throughout the year. We have tons of adult events like craft classes, some cooking classes. We've got tons of children's events and teen events going on, Dungeons and Dragons for teens, Bubbles and Babies, all kinds of events. You do have to register for some events. They will be available on our calendar marked with an asterisk. If you have to register, you can always call up to the library and register with one of our circulation clerks.
Hi, welcome to Cecilia Valley. I'm Kim Kerr, and we are here at the Book Walk enjoying our Love for Literacy Night. We are doing a book walk, which is like musical chairs, where we play music, and when you stop on a number, and if your number is called, you win a free book.
Okay, here we go. 13 again. Freeze. And the number is number 9. Nope. No one? No. Number 3. No. No. 17. Nope. And we're getting going.
Oh my goodness. I was number 17 twice.
Here we go, lucky number 17. Oh. No, I was so close. 8. No. No. And 20. Yes. Woo! Finally. Yay!
My name is Bryson Taylor. I'm in 4th grade, and I go to Cecilia Valley, and I got an I Survived book.
Hi, my name is James Gilreath. I am the father of Gavin and Evelyn Gilreath. We are here at the Literacy Night, and the big thing that I appreciate about it, I am an avid reader. Reading sparks creativity and inspires kids to imagine the possibilities that they can be, and so that is why we're here supporting it, and I look forward to seeing more of it.
Where's your bookmark? What's your favorite book? Hey, tell me,
Biscuit books.
The biscuit books? What about the ones we've been reading? Did you tell your mom? Did you tell your mom or dad about them? You didn't? There's some in the book fair.
There's Pugs.
Yes.
What does your bookmark look like? Are you done with it? Are you happy with it? What about you? Are you done with yours?
Almost.
Almost?
Just got the back.
Man.
So this part's a little bit tricky. We're going to take this point, so this point right here. You see how there's a fold line in the middle? See how you made the fold line right there? We're going to take this piece and fold it up. Other way. Put it right here. Fold it up. There you go. and match it along that crease. Perfect. Now, I'll leave my finger here so this one will stay closed. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
And then you fold these two up.
Got it? Did I make a point down there?
Like this. Wait, actually, was that supposed to be the mom? Yeah. No, that was and then you flip it like this.
Have you done this before? Just do it.
Turn it to the back. Cut it. Okay. Now see how we have these ears sticking up? We're going to fold those right down here to this piece of paper. Yeah. Go down. Yeah, good job. Now do the other ear. Fold it down. Right there. Good job. And now we want to get rid of these points on the side too. So we're going to fold that in just like that, just a little bit. Good job. Miss Bash, I'm talking. And then we're going to fold right in there.
She taught you how to do that?
Yeah. All right. And then now when we turn it over, ta-da! You made a heart. Good job.
Well, hi guys, welcome to Literacy Night. We're excited to have you. So I might be dressed like the Cinderella you see down in Florida, you know, the big castle with the big mouse and all. But that's not the story you're going to hear today. This story is called Smoky Mountain Rose and Appalachian Cinderella. So now my voice is going to be, you'll probably laugh, and that's okay. I'm going to get real country-like, okay?
You have to laugh.
I might laugh at myself and mess up, but that's okay too, right?
You might mess up the wood while you're laughing.
Oh, Lordy.
That would be super bad.
It would, wouldn't it? All right, I'll read a page and then I'll show you all the picture. That's how I usually do it, okay? Now listen, smack in the heart of old Smoky Mountains, there was this old trapper living in a log cabin with his daughter. One night while Rose was frying a mess of fish, the trapper, he starts looking dejected like. I reckon it's hard on you not having a ma. He said, well, tell me, Rose, would you like me to get hitched again? There's a widow woman with 2 daughters down the road apiece. Well, I see it. We all fit together neater than a jigsaw. Well, I don't mind, said Rose, setting a plate of cornbread on the table. You go on a courting, Pa, if you think it's best. So before the huckleberries was fit for picking, the trapper got himself hitched for the second time, and that's when trouble started a-brewing. It is a lot of words. You see, Gertie, the new wife, she was just about the crossest, fearsome woman this side of Tarbelly Creek. And her 2 daughters, why they were so mean, they'd steal flies from a blind spider. In vain, them girls could waste a whole day admiring themselves in the mirror. Ain't a purty? Annie would say, peering into a glass. Not as purty as me, Liza Jane would restore. Y'all watch someday. I'm going to marry me a fine gentleman, go to Memphis, and live like a lady. Rose, on the other hand, was a sweet little thing, always looking for others and taking care of the sick critters and the like. Well, Annie and Liza Jane couldn't stand the sight of her. To be honored, they dressed her in the sorest looking rags and made her do plumb near every chore. Well, it's just about broke the trapper's heart to see his daughter out milking the cow, collecting the firewood and wood and churning that butter, but he would have talked to Gertie about it all, but talking to her was like kicking an agitated rattler. That trapper figured it was best to say nothing at all.
That's a lot of words.
Well, this went on for a long time. Then one day the trapper up and died, and Rose had loved her pa something fierce, and for days on end she couldn't stop a-weeping. Finally, Gertie let into her, mean as a hornet. Shut your crying, she screeched. I'm going to feed you to the dogs, you hear? From then on, Rose's life was just about as hard as it could be. Chores from sun up to sundown. Of course, she thought of running away, but she didn't have anywhere to go, so she figured she just had to sit it out a while and wait for a better day to come. Now it happens that on the other side of the creek there was this rich feller, made his fortune in sow bellies and grits. Well, this fella wasn't hitched yet, so one day he gets the bright idea to invite all the neighborhood people to a fancy old party, thinking he might find himself a wife. Well, when Annie and Liza Jane got that invitation, they plumb went near crazy with excitement. I'm going to order me a brand new dress out of that there catalog, Annie declared. "No, you ain't," cried Liza Jane. "That catalog is mine, you skunk. Take your hands off it."
This is a very important night to us because we want to showcase a lot of the fun stuff we have going on in Cecilia Valley. Some of you may have noticed our book vending machine that is set up right beside the cafeteria doors. That was donated by the Elizabethtown News Rotary Club, and we really appreciate their support. They donated the machine and the books to go in it. Students will have the opportunity to win tokens throughout the day, and those tokens are how they get the books. So they can earn them for good behavior, hard work. They can also purchase them at the dojo store. So it's going to be a really neat thing getting started here at Cecilia Valley. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Briggs, and we are going to start our mass reader reveal.
Our first mass reader was the chicken. I'll give the parents just a little bit of background information if you don't know. And for the last 5 days, they've watched one video every day of the mass reader. The reader reads like a blurb or a summary of the book, and then encourages the child or the students to come and check those out at the library. So, without any further ado, we will get started. Our first reader could not be here tonight, so we did a little video, and they were the chicken, and read Pluck a Clock.
Cuckoo Clock by Tess Gray. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Another day is dawning. Colin the rooster puffs out his chest, ready to do what he doodle-doos best. Telling the time has never been funnier, as the hens clock watch from food time until fox time. But there may not be a next time unless Colin and the hens save themselves from the greedy fox. To find out what happens, check this book out from the library.
I'll let Mr. Goodman push that video so you all can see. Drum roll for this one. And so the next one is Our Pigeon. And our pigeon read, "Don't let the pigeon stay up late."
Don't Let the Pigeon Stay Up Late by Mo Willems. Oh good, it's you. Listen, it's getting late and I need to brush my teeth. Can you do me a favor? Don't let the pigeon stay up late. Thanks. To see if the pigeon gets to stay up late, check this book out from the library.
So we're going to let Mr. Goodman bring them out and set them down. Now we have to do this like the Masked Singer. On the Masked Singer they say, "Take it off." Let's hear you say that with me. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Is the squirrel. This person read, "Scaredy Squirrel Goes Camping."
Scaredy Squirrel Goes Camping by Melanie Watt. Warning. Scaredy Squirrel insists you check your zippers before reading this book. Scaredy Squirrel never goes camping. He'd rather be comfortable inside than risk going out in the rugged wilderness. Besides, Setting up camp seems like a lot of trouble. A few troublemakers Scaredy Squirrel is afraid could get too close for comfort. Skunks, mosquitoes, quicksand, the three bears, penguins, and zippers. So he'll find a simple way to sit back and enjoy camping from a safe distance. Television. To find out what happens next, check this book out at the library.
All right, Mr. Goodman's going to bring out the squirrel. All right, you all know what to do. This person read the return of Velma the Unicorn. Last year our unicorn read Velma the Unicorn. So this year we're doing Return of Velma the Unicorn.
The Return of Velma the Unicorn by Aaron Blabby. Velma felt a little shocked. In fact, she felt quite torn. You see, she'd made the whole world sad. We missed our unicorn. Where is Velma? Any information, please call 1-800-THELMA. Velma, please come back. From every corner of the earth, her fans did wail and cry. Velma! Velma! Please come back! Why did you leave us? Why? To find out what happens to Velma, check this book out at the library. Magnus lives and works at the Broadway Firehouse. He knows that when the fire alarm clangs, he and his partners, Billy and Sparks, are supposed to spring into action. Without them, the firemen would never be able to move gigantic steam pumper. And without a pumper, the crew wouldn't be able to put out fires. The one day, the captain drives into the firehouse on a loud, newfangled contraption called a motorized fire truck. It doesn't need horses to pull it to a fire. So just like that, Magnus, Sparks, and Billy are out of a job. A little history, a little humor, and a whole lot of heart are artfully blended in this rousing tale of one high-spirited horse who can't accept being put out to pasture. And thank goodness, because it's the steadfast sense of duty that ultimately saves the day. To see what happens to these horses, check this book out at the library.